Hey everyone, I'm Brooke and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to share with you the best accessories for the iPhone 15 phones. Specifically the iPhone 15 Pro Max because that's the phone I have in the white titanium, which in my opinion is the best color. And so I've had this phone since they came out, so about a month now. I've had the chance to play around with it, test some things out. I've also though had the chance to test out these accessories, and some of these accessories I had and used and have always loved, even with my old phone, but some of them are brand new that I've just picked up myself and have been testing out the last few weeks. So I've compiled the list of what I would say are about the 15 best accessories for the iPhone 15 phones that I can't wait to share with you. And also shout out to everyone on my Instagram that voted and chose this as the video I made this week. So if you want to be included in those polls next time, make sure you head over to my Instagram and follow me there. And as usual, I will include the links to everything I'm going to mention in the description box down below. And this is not a sponsored video, so just to reiterate, these are things that I've purchased with my own money and I've tested out and I like enough to recommend to all of you. So of course the first item has to be a MagSafe case, and as you can tell, I'm just using a basic clear MagSafe case. There's nothing too special. However, the MagSafe piece, which is yes, this white ring, is the most important part because with a MagSafe case, it means the MagSafe, the magnets from your phone, are going through the case because the case also has magnets in it and will therefore attach to a bunch of the MagSafe accessories I'm about to show you. So if you don't already have a MagSafe case, I definitely recommend you get one for your phone. They're not even that expensive. Yes, Apple has one that's like $70 or something, but this one I have is from a brand called JE Tech. They're honestly like $15 or $20, and that's what I recommend. It does its job. It has the raised edges to, give some added protection, especially even around the camera bump. So if the phone ever does fall, which inevitably I'm going to drop it, it's protected. Same thing on the front. There is the added lip on the front to protect the screen as well. I had the exact same case for my iPhone 12 Pro previously, and I had absolutely zero issues with it. All right, the next item is a tempered glass screen protector. And I do prefer the tempered glass screen protectors to the plastic filmy ones for a few reasons. First, it's glass, same as your iPhone screen, so it's as close to the iPhone screen as you can get. The image is also a lot clearer than the filmy ones, and I actually find the tempered glass protect the iPhone screen better. Because the few times I have dropped my iPhone and cracked the screen, I pick it up, my heart stops for about 5 milliseconds, and then I realize that it's actually the screen protector that I have cracked and not the actual iPhone screen itself. So that's awesome. I find it a lot easier to just lift off the cracked screen protector and get another one for like $9 than having to take the phone essentially into Apple and get them to replace the entire screen. So the screen protectors I use come in a 2-pack actually, so you always have a backup. And again, from the brand JE Tech. And yeah, they're like $9 on Amazon, so can't recommend them enough. And I will just say I actually have the privacy tempered glass screen protector, so you can get the clear ones or the privacy ones. The privacy ones are a little bit darker, so your screen won't be as bright as if you were to get the clear ones. But the reason I prefer the privacy ones is for the privacy. And I started getting them when I was traveling, because when you're sitting on a plane, a train, a bus, whatever you're on, and there's strangers next to you, they can easily just, look over, snoop, and see what you're doing on your phone. And if I'm looking up like a hotel or getting an Uber or banking info, something like that, it always made me feel a little bit uneasy. So how the privacy screen protectors work is if you're looking at them from the side, and I don't know how well this is going to come up on camera, but when you're looking at it from the side, the screen appears dark. It appears like the phone's off essentially. But when you're looking at the screen head on, it's normal and you can see what you're looking at. So it really just does add a little bit more privacy from anyone who might be snooping on the sides. And yeah, I love them. It does make the screen a little bit darker than otherwise. However, I definitely think the trade-off to have a little bit more privacy is well worth it, especially with this iPhone 15 Pro Max screen. It's huge. It's 6.7 inches diagonally. It's a lot easier for people to look over and see what I'm looking at, so definitely recommend a tempered glass screen protector, and specifically a privacy one. Next up is a MagSafe battery, and I love this one so much I have mentioned it before, and it is the Anker 622 magnetic battery pack. In the white, of course, to match the white phone. But it does come in other colors if you're not looking for a white one. It does get a little bit dirty, I won't lie. It's not the biggest battery, I will say. It's 5,000 milliamp hours, so it's not going to give my iPhone 15 Pro Max a full charge. It's going to get, you know, over half, but not all the way. So it's still good just to have in my bag in an emergency if I do need to top up my phone. And it has come in clutch so many times to get me home that is the reason I cannot recommend this enough. And it's USB-C charge. It does have indicator lights on the bottom so that I can easily see how much power is actually left in the battery. And it has this cool folding down back, if you will, that makes it turn into a stand. So it's really awesome if you are wanting to watch something on your phone that it doubles as a stand. Now, I've had this for a few years, so I will just say there is a newer version of this. I recommend you get the one with the USB-C on the side because you can plug this in essentially to charge the battery pack and the phone at once. So if your phone's connected, you can plug it in to charge both, and it's easier to use the stand when the plug is on the side as opposed to the bottom. So when this one dies on me, I will definitely be getting the new one. Next is a MagSafe wallet, and the one I have here is by a brand called Moft. It's in the color nude, but it is like a light blush pink, if you will. It's super thin. It looks really minimalist, which I love. And it's not the biggest thing. Honestly, I can fit maybe like 2, maybe 3 cards in it, but it's just for the convenience when you are running out the door. You don't want to bring a whole bag. You can just throw the cards you need, snap it onto your phone, and leave. So this wallet is awesome. And this one also has a stand, so you can pull down the back to use it as a stand and also pull it down to make accessing your cards and getting them out a little bit easier. This next one is definitely one of the items you guys ask me about the most. You've spotted it in so many of my videos with my phone and you've left comments, so I hear ya. This is the Anker MagSafe ring, and I cannot recommend it enough. I use it on my 12 Pro. So happy I have it for the 15 Pro Max because it is crucial. The phone is so much bigger that this ring is awesome. It just makes it so much more comfortable to hold, and it feels more secure even when I'm just walking around. To have the ring on, it feels like it's part of me and I'm not accidentally going to drop it or anything like that. And the ring can also be used as a stand. So a bit of a theme here with the last few products, but it makes them basically a 2-in-1 and makes them even more awesome. So the ring does fold down so you can use it as a stand. And I am so thankful to have this because especially with the bigger phone, it makes it more comfortable to hold, but the screen is so much bigger. So with the ring on my finger like this, it just gives me a little bit more leverage to reach those further corners of the screen so that I can actually use the 15 Pro Max with one hand as opposed to two. So this ring is a lifesaver and it's about $20, so you really cannot go wrong. And for all your music listening, podcast listening, video watching, and when you just want to appear busy, you definitely need a pair of wireless earbuds. And I have the AirPod Pros Gen 1. You don't have to get the AirPod Pros if they're not your thing, but I absolutely love them. Guess I've had them for about 3 years now, I think is when they came out, and they're great. They're awesome. I'll get Gen 2 eventually, but I can't recommend them enough. They're just wireless, so you don't have to get tangled in the cord or anything like that, and they have active noise cancellation. So Apple makes great products. I feel like we know that by now, and the AirPod Pros are no exception. Now on Amazon Prime Day a few weeks ago, I used that as an excuse to pick up a bunch of these next items that were on sale, and one of which is a wired pair of Apple earbuds, specifically with USB-C for the new phones. So I do generally travel with an emergency, basically, pair of wired headphones in case I lose my AirPods or they die on me, something like that. So these are really convenient and handy to have. They're just like any basically Apple earbuds. They do have the volume button connector switch thing, so they're simple, but they work. And then I also picked up the USB-C to headphone jack adapter. They're not that expensive, and they're just good to have on you because you never know when you're gonna need them. So they basically live in my travel bag and are almost exclusively used for aux cords so that I can play music somewhere random. Now this next item was a bit of a gamble when I purchased it because it had 0 reviews on Amazon. And thankfully it paid off because it is probably my most complimented item lately. And it is this crossbody case and wristlet from this brand called Cyril, however we want to pronounce it. But it's awesome. And I have to say, it looks way more expensive than it is. It's actually only around $30. Now, for $30, is it the best quality? No, but it's more than good enough. And it is awesome. It just lets you be more hands-free. It is MagSafe, so you can still use all of the MagSafe accessories that I mentioned today. And I can't recommend it enough. I even bought one for my mom recently, and it's a secret, so don't tell her. But she inherited my iPhone 12 Pro. If you need to buy a gift for someone special in your life coming up, daughter, wife, sister, girlfriend, friend, whoever, I highly recommend you pick one of these up because they will love it and you can thank me later. You're welcome. Now, of course, you can't mention iPhone accessories without including an Apple Watch because they just go together so perfectly. They work together so seamlessly. So you don't even need to get a newer Apple Watch. Like I am still rocking my Apple Watch Series 5 that I've had for quite a few years now. And it's just awesome. It's basically an extension of my phone, so I can leave my phone in my bag or a pocket and still, see what calls or messages are coming in. I can change my music, track workouts. I'm a watch person and I love an Apple Watch because of how well it works with my phone. Now, one of the biggest controversies around these new iPhone 15s, if that's even the right word for it, but it's the change from the Lightning port to the USB-C port. Because they say anyways, it makes things more convenient that all of their devices now use the same charging port. But it did mean I had to pick up a few new cables, and the Apple cables are very expensive. So I picked up this 2-pack of 6-foot cables from Anchor, which is one of my favorite brands if you can't tell already, but they're braided, so they're awesome. They come in black or silver. They have this little tie, so they're, they store and fold up really nicely, and they're like $20 for 2, so which is just awesome and so much cheaper than Apple. I leave one basically and use it around the house, and then the second one for when I'm traveling because you never know where the closest plug is going to be, and they're just very handy to have. Now, along with the 6-foot cords, I also picked up this Anchor 511 30-watt fast charger. And I already own 2 or 3 of these, but basically whenever I see them on sale, I pick up extras because they're just so handy to have. And they're 30 watts, so that's a fast charge. Like that's gonna give you quite a bit of power for your phone, and look how small it is. Like this is smaller than the Apple ones, and they're cheaper than the Apple ones. So cannot recommend this enough. They fit so easily in a bag for traveling or just every day in like my tech bag or something like that. So this and the wire, basically a combo for me. Now, one of the best new iPhone features is definitely the new standby mode. So I picked up these next 2 items to fully take advantage of that. So first is this MagSafe wireless charging puck by a brand called ESR. This is my first time purchasing with them, but so far so good, so I do recommend it. And I bought this over Apple's wireless charging puck for a few reasons. First of all, it comes with its own 5-foot USB-C charging cable, which is awesome. And the cable is detachable, so it's just easier to pack away and store essentially. but it also has the USB-C port on the side, which is perfect for this cool fold-out stand on the back. And that is really the reason I bought it, because that means I can use it with standby mode. So whether you're just looking for something minimal on your bedside table, or like me, if you plan on traveling with it, it's perfect because that means it's small, it packs away easily, and you can just have your phone in standby mode on, let's say, you know, next to your bed at the hotel, and use standby mode for your alarm and stuff like that. I will just say it is not an Apple product, so it is not the fastest charging, but I plan on using it overnight anyways at the hotel, so it's okay if it's not a fast charge, but just wanted to mention that so you know. The second thing I picked up for standby mode, you can actually maybe see it right now. Over my shoulder, there's a stand back there, and I picked up this Hitachi 2-in-1 MagSafe charging stand. I have to say I'm really loving it so far. I just leave it on the corner of my desk, so when I'm working I can easily put my phone on the charger and have it in standby mode, and my AirPods on the bottom. And I like leaving it on the side so when I'm looking for my phone, it's there, but it's not like distracting right in front of my face or anything like that. And one of the reasons I love this charging stand so far is the stand itself is heavy. So when I put my 15 Pro Max on it, it supports the weight, it doesn't topple over or anything like that. So it's definitely sturdy when I am taking my phone on and off pretty quickly. This next one is definitely the coolest one and the one I've probably had the most fun testing over the last few weeks. And it was only $20. It is from a brand called Stucci, and it is a MagSafe continuity camera mount. So it allows you to use your iPhone as your webcam, which is just so cool. So the mount itself is pretty adjustable. You can kind of size it to fit almost any monitor, and then you just easily attach your iPhone to it, and whether you're just FaceTiming or taking like a really important business meeting, this camera is incredible. Think about it. It's using your iPhone main camera, which is one of the best cameras out there on a phone anyways, and it's definitely crisper and clearer than pretty much any standard webcam you'd be able to find. So this is an awesome, easy extra option for FaceTiming and video calling on your computer. And the other day I had this thought that I could also use it on my TV. And sure enough, the mount also fits easily on my TV. And with Apple TV's new feature of FaceTime on your TV, it's been incredible. I can just FaceTime with friends and family from my couch, and I see them on the big TV instead of a small screen. And it's just been the easiest thing because there's no tricky attachment or wires or anything like that. I literally just lift the mount off my monitor, place it on my TV, and magnetically attach my phone. It's so easy. If you got value out of today's video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up down below. Let me know in the comments which of these accessories you think is the coolest for you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel for more videos. That's it. Have a great day. Bye.